I saw this on Twitter the other day, and I think the person, whoever it was posting it, was a bit suspicious of it. And I read it as well, and I was a bit suspicious. It basically says Bad Idea, which is a comic book publisher, claims that 655,000 orders for Planet Death Zero by John Wick creator. So that's there's a there's a statistic here that it's the biggest selling comic book in 30 years since Jim Lee's Wildcats 1, right? Now that's mind blowing that a book can just come out and not, like, I mean, totally unheard of book. Like, when I saw this, I sent it on to a retailer in Ireland. I sent it on to Rob Corley. He owns the Sub-City comic book shops in Ireland, and the first thing he said back to me was, he said, I just saw it mentioned on a podcast. He says, I'm not sure, to be honest. I hadn't heard about it before yesterday. And he said, Bad Idea, don't go through Diamond. Now, I don't know if anybody's here. Diamond are like the main publisher, or sorry, the main distributor for comics. So Bad Idea don't go through them. They go through some other distributor, Lunar something or other. It's called Lunar Distributions or something. But essentially, this book, like, it looks good. Do you know what I mean? Like, it does look good. Like, if you click on these here, like, the artwork looks really nice. You know, there's kind of I guess the rendering style a little bit looks, I don't know, like maybe Dan Panosian or Sean Gordon Murphy or something like that. Like, you know, even the colors and stuff look nice. But essentially, like, I put a post on Reddit as well asking about this, and then Rob Corley as well came back with some interesting stuff. Like, what did he say to me here? I'm just reading off screen here on my WhatsApp. He said, he said Mystery Solved. It's a free comic book day title. They're selling bundles of 25 for $7.50. Most shops participating in Free Comic Day would order 100 plus of most titles, and he says still a phenomenal number, but I don't think you can compare sales to a regular price title. And he did say he worked out the numbers. He said, I think there's about 2,000 shops in North America, and to sell that many books, each store would have to order 350 copies. Like, so I think it is a kind of a marketing, it's more of a marketing thing. I think it's to try and spread the word of this movie that's coming out. Like, this is a book about the movie. So someone on Reddit had said it was done before with that Cowboy and Aliens property. But yeah, like, I I don't know, like, if the 655,000 books, I'm just thinking of what it would have cost to do that. Obviously a movie studio is funding this, but if you take that, the money it would have cost for that, like, imagine what you could do with a comic book. Like, you know, you could have went back a few years before the release and done a lot of marketing, hired in some really good talent, and tried to create like a serious buzz about this. Maybe not even mention that it was going to be a movie. Just bring on a big writer, bring on a big artist, you know, pump that money into like really quality comic book series, and get people hyped, get people loving the series, and then, you know, a year later you could come out, bang, this is going to be turned into a movie, and like, there you go. Because to me this just kind of seems like a bit of a kind of a, I wouldn't call it a scam, but just a gimmick, you know. It's kind of like, I don't know, it doesn't really seem like they're too serious about the comic book property. It's all about just this movie, and I think a lot of comic book fans normally aren't too bothered about that type of stuff. Like, so look, we'll see how it goes.